511 Stonecutter Pants. I saw these pants when they first came out several months ago, and if you follow my channel, you know that I don't need more tactical pants. I have way too many as it is, but I wear them for work every day, and so I kind of can justify it to myself that I seem to keep buying them. I saw these, I kind of was intrigued by them, didn't really think I need to spend the money on them, and then 511 had their Black Friday sale, so I decided to pick up a pair. The Stonecutter Pants retail for $79.99. They come in 3 colors. A brown duck, which is kind of a, well, sort of a duck brown color, khaki, which is khaki, and grenade, which is these here. And the grenade is kind of a, sort of a grayish, olive-ish. It's a little more on the olive bend than the gray bend, but not purely green, not purely gray. It's a nice professional dark color. I would like it if they came out with some more colors in these. A black, a brown, or a darker brown anyway. A couple other colors would be a nice option. Size-wise, they come from a 28-inch waist up to a 44-inch waist, and lengthwise they come from a 30-inch inseam up to a 36-inch inseam. And a side note on 511 pants and their length, they always run short. I wear a 30-inch inseam in all of my pants, and they always end up short. Just to show you, let's measure these. Starting here, put the tape measure right at the crotch, and running down the inseam, you can see right here, 29 inches. If I stretch the pants, I can get it right to 29. So they start short, and they will probably shrink just a little bit. There's a little bit, 33% cotton in them. So they're probably gonna shrink a little bit, but they always run short to the point where I've had to buy some of my 511 pants in a 32-inch inseam and hem them, which is annoying. 511s run short compared to all other brands of tactical pants that I own. It's a frustrating thing, not sure why it is. But back to the pants themselves. Fabric on them. The fabric up here, if you have the Apex pants, you'll be familiar with the fabric because this upper fabric is the same as the Apex pants. They actually share some similarities. Just a quick note here. The pocket design is very similar, except on the Stonecutter pants, the pockets are reinforced right here, but it's the same notched pocket. And then the fabric on the inside of the pocket is this stretchy fabric, and they both have their waist stretch right up in here in the top of the stretchy fabric. And I like this much better than the old either telescoping style or the style in like the old tack lights where they had that bunched up fabric. This is a nice, very discreet, nice looking way of adding that waist stretch, and it's comfortable. So I like that. Otherwise, same fabric up here, and then it gets down to some canvas down here that I'll talk about. But if you have the Apex pants, it's kind of similar. Starting up at the top here, the waist, there are 7 belt loops, 4 on the front here, and 3 more on the back. There's that standard V-shaped 511 belt loop on the back here. Belt loops will hold, I think, up to a 2-inch belt. You can see there, 2-inch belt, no problem. There is the button fly waist, 2 buttons here. If I can open it. Standard 511 YKK zipper. I'm never fond of the 511 zipper pulls because they're so small. Sometimes when you get it unzipped, the zipper pull will get stuck down in there and it can be a little bit difficult to get out when you're wearing them. It has a locking zipper so that if the zipper pull is standing straight up, it will unzip. If the zipper pull is either up or down, it's locked, so your pants won't come undone if somehow the buttons come undone for that matter. On the inside here, contrast stitching, it's a nice touch. That might even be nice on the outside, although it would make the pants much less sort of covert-ish style. On the back here, these little loops here are the inside of the belt loops. The Apex pants have a place where you can loop a pair of flexi cuffs around the inside. These don't exactly have that, but these loops here, if you really wanted to push it into that function, these loops here have a little hole there. You could probably loop some flexi cuffs around the inside of this if you wanted to. Here's the tag. They are made in Cambodia, for those of you that interests. The front pockets here, you can see I still have the tags on these. That is a bit of foreshadowing of my conclusion on them. My overall thought on these pants is that they're great for some people. They're not great for other people. The nice thing about these pants is that because of the way they're designed, with these pockets down on the side here, they have a nice professional look to them. They don't have the overt cargo pockets on the side, So it's a really nice professional look. It's a slimmer fit. The pockets are hidden, both front and back. And so it's a nice look to them. The problem that I'll get into in a little bit is where the pockets are placed, but we'll come back to that. Up on the front here, the one belt loop has, in place of the old metal D-ring, there is a fabric loop, which I like that. I would use that if I was going to keep the pants. And then these pockets here, you can put a knife in them and still get around it. Still a decent amount of space to get around it. If you put a knife and a pen, not so much space to get around it, but just a knife, not a big deal. The crotch is gusseted for ease of movement. And then moving down here to these front pockets. The lower portion of these pants, it's what looks like a cotton canvas. It's a heavier 7.2 ounce, apparently 100% nylon canvas. And it goes all the way down to the bottom of the pant. It's a much heavier, much more abrasion resistant. It's going to wear much tougher. So these are great pants for sort of a work pant, as they say, because they're just overall tougher, I think, than pants like the Apex that just have this flex tack material throughout the entire pants. This front pocket here is nice and hidden along the seam right here, and it will hold, here's my S7 Edge, my Galaxy S7 Edge. Size-wise on this pocket, on the big side it's about 8 inches, and on the short side it's around 6.5, and the width of it is about 4 inches, for those of you that interests. On the left side, really the only obvious 511 logo is a little small 511 logo right here. Not a big deal. Back of the pants. 2 patch pockets here, reinforced on the top here. And then there's a couple other pockets here. Up on the top here, these are the same pockets the Apex pants have. Pocket here that is about 5.5 inches deep by 3.5 inches across. These pockets, if you're so inclined, will hold an AR magazine. Otherwise, I don't have a lot of good use for this pocket. You could put your cell phone in it, but it's not going to be ideal for that because depending on your cell phone, it's going to stick out and then you kind of sit on it. So it's not ideal for that. One of the questions I have with 511 pants, tactical pants in general, that I'd be curious to know is what percentage of people buying the pants are buying them for true law enforcement, military type purposes, and what percent of the people buying the pants are just normal civilians like myself, where I still wear them to work, but I work in the ER, and so I don't need to carry AR magazines because I'm not shooting people in the ER. So I mostly carry knife, flashlight, a couple phones, pen. But I'd be curious, post some ideas if you know what else you might use these pockets up here for. I suppose you could put a notebook in them, you could put a handkerchief in them, you could put, I suppose, a knife or pen in them, but again, you're going to sit on it, so it's not really that ideal for that. You could put your wallet in them, I guess. Down a little bit lower, there are these pockets. Again, the depth of these is about 7 inches by just about 4 inches. They will also swallow up your phone all the way down to here. And then on down, that nylon canvas in the front, it's much higher, all the way up here. And then in the back, it's way down here. So more abrasion resistance in the front, all the way up to the mid-thigh, as opposed to the back that kind of starts right around the level of the knee, and then on down to the bottom. The bottom does not have any blousing straps, doesn't have anything else, just a fairly standard bottom. On the inside of these pants, on the inside of the canvas part anyway, there is a ripstop polycotton lining for a little added comfort so you don't have this tougher material rubbing on your legs. So there's the general layout of the pants. Putting them on, I really like the fit of them. I really like the look. It's a nice professional look. But my problem with these, and really with almost all pant manufacturers that have pocket layouts, is that they don't scale the pants. They don't scale the upper portion of the pants for the different lengths. I suspect that the only difference between these pants and the 36-inch length pants is that the bottom has 6 more inches of fabric continuing from here to here. And so if you are short like me, I'm 5'7", put your cell phone in the pocket here, my patella, my kneecap, is right here, and the phone bangs into it. If I was a little bit taller, if I was wearing a 32 or any of the longer pairs of pants, my knee would be down here and it wouldn't be a problem. But because I'm a little bit shorter, both this front pocket and the back pocket. The front pocket, this bangs into my knee when I wear it, and the back pocket, it goes right into the posterior crease of my knee, so also not ideal. And when you wear this, your phone is hence right down at the distal end of your thigh, right above your knee. So it's not really an ideal spot for them. And for that reason alone, I'm sending the pants back. I really want to keep these pants because I like the look of them so much. I like the fit, but these pockets are just not going to be useful for me. If I could redesign them, and I still want to come out with the SnareMan line of tactical pants, or at least have companies let me beta test them, I would move the cotton canvas up higher, maybe up to here, so that the cell phone pocket would sit maybe up here. It'd be easier to reach instead of reaching a little bit farther down your thigh, and you wouldn't have this problem for shorter people where the phone is banging into your knee. Same thing with this pocket in the back. You can't really move it up because the rear patch pocket is right here, so there's not really a lot of space for that. I guess you could leave that one where it is if you wanted, but otherwise I'd like to move that front one up so I could make a little bit more usefulness out of these pockets, because these pants are really nice because they don't have that overt tactical pant look with the way these pockets are designed. But for me and other short people like me, it's just not a functional design. And sadly, for that reason, the tags are still on the pants because they're going to go back. What can you do? But that's about it. I'll put a link to 511's website. You can check these pants out on their website. Pick up a pair if you're a little bit taller. They might be a great pair of pants for you. A little bit shorter, your mileage may vary. Thanks again for watching. I will catch you in the next video.